Good morning, everybody. It's me, San Martin, and Eric Knight. He is finally here, and we got things to talk about. But first, let's get this party started with our. Did you see the new intro? Bro, you're gonna love it.
All right,
check it. Welcome to the 863 Morning Show with your host, San Martin Rodriguez and Eric Knight.
Oh, wow. We're getting fancy.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. It's me, the man, about the 15 minutes. I would say an hour, but we don't go the hour.
Yeah. Well, 15 minutes. Man, 15 minutes is here. All right, it's you.
All right, let's hear. It better be the day that I is on my calendar,
Which is Nash or Prescott Trade Network Day. No?
Yes, we can go ahead and call that.
That is International Women's Day.
Yes,
International
that's the one that I was
Women's
hoping
Day.
you would say.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the most important one on here.
and there was another one. I felt like there was another
Well,
one.
there's National Peanut Cluster Day.
What is peanut cluster? Is that like taffy stuff?
No,
No. What is peanut cluster?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
So, peanut cluster.
National Peanut Cluster Day.
Is that?
I don't know. We'll move on to happier things. Prescott Trade Network says, "Good morning, guys. Love the new intro." There you go. See?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we look professional, man. I have another one.
We do.
We look way professional.
Oh,
and I was like,
professional.
that was too professional. Too professional
Hey,
for me.
don't get carried away.
I know we would have definitely messed up that image just as soon as we started talking. All right, so these are my favorite.
The peanut clusters.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I never even knew the name
That's
of
what
it.
they were. You gonna share it with everybody?
I'm definitely gonna share it with everybody because I was looking. It actually brought one of those
childhood memories.
Well, no, it's not childhood memory. This is like today memories.
Oh, really?
But for some crazy reason, I couldn't think about it. But I actually like them.
Look at those.
I like them a lot.
I've never been a huge fan, but they look interesting. Yeah,
those look amazing. I ain't gonna lie, those look amazing. So it's Peanut Cluster Day, but also it's International Women's Day. I didn't want to take the luster from the International Women's Day.
Right? No, I hear you.
I'm a big fan of
peanut clusters.
Oh
my gosh! All right, so what else is going on? What happened yesterday that we missed that we need to talk about still?
Actually, we didn't miss anything. If you went back to the PrescottTimes.com, you will not miss a beat about what's going on. Unfortunately, there is topic of conversation, and we are going to establish this topic of conversation. But make sure you stay to the end because I am going to hook you guys up with a gift card from our buddies over at no other than the Local.
The Local?
Yeah, the Local is the Local for today. So
what's the gift card worth?
It's worth $20. Okay, $20, but it's still go ahead and pay for a meal. So this is what we're going to try to do.
So it's basically a free meal at the Local. All right, so crazy stuff. So obviously, I wasn't here yesterday. Yeah, I was on my way here, and I got run off the gauntlet.
And this is the topic of conversation. Willow Creek Road. If we are keeping tabs, which it's not hard to keep tabs because we actually drive the road. The reason was the topic of conversation, like I had PTSD thinking that I was going to get hit or somebody's going to come out of nowhere and just sideswipe me. And also, it is what it is.
So oddly, you talked about on the show yesterday. On Monday, there was a horrific fatality on Willow Creek.
And condolences to the family for sure.
And then I think it was Katie Ellis told us, said that there was 3 other accidents that same day on Willow Creek. And then I got in one yesterday, and I don't think I was the only one, but literally, just boom! I think I got hit. Like boom! Like it was that crazy. And so, and I have to call out the city here because they were blowing the dirt.
Yeah.
And had half the road blocked off in the middle of rush hour, and this poor guy. He was just trying to get out of the way of the city stuff, and that's how he hit me. But what the heck are they thinking, doing that kind of work on during the rush hour on the worst road in the city? I got to ask.
We got to go banker's hours, man. It's called banker's hours. There's no such thing as over hours.
I'm dumbfounded.
That would be an issue for them,
I
certainly
feel bad for the situation because. Again, why would you do that kind of road work? I mean, all of Willow Creek yesterday was just a cloud.
It was a huge cloud.
And I mean, it's just asking for it. So
And
anyway,
I'm the type of guy that does not want to go ahead and drive during times where I know there's going to be a bunch of traffic. So early in the morning, I don't see none of this traffic. But today, I actually decided to come a little bit later just
see it.
to acknowledge it. But it's also right after the school time hour. Because I've driven during the school time hour, and holy, no matter which direction you're going in the Willow Creek area, Root Street area, any of those that congestion area is all going to be
well, and it's just
full of people.
It's poor planning. I mean, let's face it. There's a lot more traffic than when that was built. There's no way to widen it, and it is crazy to me because the area where I got hit is where they don't have that center line, and you can see people crossing that line, going both directions. Like you're in that left lane, and you see somebody coming like at you on one of those turns. It's scary.
Yeah. So okay, so we could go ahead and talk all about it in general. But how can we, as a community, actually take care of this roadway?
Right.
Okay. We got our message from Prescott Police Department yesterday in regards to the fatality of the motorcyclist. There is some speculation inside of the text. This is not what we wrote. This is what the Prescott Valley Police Department wrote, and it was saying that the bike rider was at very high rates of speed, and he, as the individual driving, was not following the laws of the roadway. So that could be one of them that we could talk about. So I actually say this a lot, if you have a time crunch where you need to be somewhere, the best thing to do is drive or leave like way early
and get on that side of town.
So you're not actually trying to rush through. There's nowhere to go traffic. Like I notice a lot of people, they'll be like, I got to get somewhere. And then they will ride my tail and then get past me. And then they start doing this stuff. And then we obviously end up at the same stoplight. And I'm thinking to myself, like,
well, and we know,
was that worth it?
We know it's important, or it's appointments and workers in school, because you go down Willow Creek on a holiday and it's like, wow, this is awesome. Like, Marina said people are driving way too fast, 30, 40, 45 miles speed limits. Absolutely. I think people are driving way too fast. But yesterday's collision, I think I was going 20 and the person that hit me may have been going 5. Like it was, but it was still pretty substantial, right?
Yeah.
And so and it's just poor planning in that area.
So that will bring me to my next suggestion. As a driver, they teach us, are supposed to teach us on how to actually really focus on how or what not to do. Like defensive driving is 100% the number one key for me.
Yeah.
So ultimately, there's mirrors. And I know that we are not talking to a younger crowd, but there's these things called mirrors and blinkers, and also
blinkers are helpful.
Yeah. And I catch that all the time. Like there's going to be a city driver doing the trash can, and it's like holding up the right lane. Ultimately, the person that's on the right lane is like, oh crap, I don't want to be stuck behind them, and then they veer into the oncoming traffic. And at this point in time, it's like, you should have evaluated what was coming before you did that. And it's the same as when you actually open your door on a busy street. The number one thing that you're supposed to do is look at your mirrors and look at your surroundings before you open that door.
Yeah.
It just,
people in a hurry, they get in their own world, but you don't talk to them. Like you don't talk to them in your car. I do. Blinker, dude. Thank you. It's just like turn signals invented for that. That's my commentary between me and the other drivers.
I mean, if we could actually have, pretty sure OnStar is probably the one that listens to the most. I know back in the day, you would think that they probably have hours and hours of people just saying, you know what, F this, F them, and then whatever.
You should invent some kind of thing that goes in a car, and when you get near the other cars, it's like an intercom system, like a party line, and they can hear you when you get near them. And as you fade away, you get quieter and quieter. Yeah,
you're being pulled over.
No. Like you hear it, like you hear it in your car. You get close to people. You can actually, the things I'm saying, blinker, dude, they can hear you. That you should make that.
Oh, like
as you
airdrop
get,
it? Like airdrop
and
it?
as you get further away, they get lower and lower until they're gone.
They
you know?
could
Yeah.
have that, but what if we had one of those guys that just like to bark at people? Move, get out of the way, move, get out of the way. You're just gonna probably just pull over and say, bro, we now have to go ahead and lay hands on you.
Well, and I do have to say,
Pray for you.
I did see 3 people pulled over on Willow Creek on the way in this morning.
I did see
So-
a crackdown.
Yep.
And it could be, you know, that people will start hearing this. And once again, let's go back to what the police department actually ended up writing.
And there were 2 undercovers, so just beware, everybody. Go ahead.
Well, don't be aware. Just keep on
Just
driving with a
be-
freaking speed limit.
Right. Well, that's what I need to be aware.
Yeah.
Dude,
Get
slow
pulled
down.
over. I want those
All
guys. No, just kidding.
What is the report?
So what Deputy Chief Brad Miller wrote back, I said, hey, is there something that we could actually like literally just share with the community so we can bring awareness on what not to do? And his answer was the most simplest. Just tell everybody to slow down.
Yeah.
Abide by the rules and the laws of the roadway, and voila, voila. And obviously, if we as a community decide to go ahead and stop having a little bit of the let's hurry up and get somewhere where you're not going to get anywhere.
Well, so funny story right there. You know, on Willow Creek where they got the lines blocked out in front of the old convenience store to make a turn there. Don't right here outside crossings.
Okay, yeah.
And it's all blocked out X's.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's trying to make a left-hand turn there, and the cop right there pulling over people, and somebody like pulled right in front of the guy, and he couldn't make a left-hand turn. He's laying on his horn, and I get it, but you don't have to be an asshat when you're driving.
Yep.
You know?
He said asshat. Don't be an asshat.
Don't be an asshat. I think we can say asshat, right?
That'll be the name of the day. Don't be an asshat in Prescott, Arizona. It will be our new traffic campaign.
Yeah. Do you get your copter out?
I don't think that we technically need that here in Prescott, Arizona. But what we do need people to 100% just follow the roadways. Acknowledge that everybody in that car could be your grandma. Unfortunately, we do have an older population here in Prescott, Arizona, and I think that the only way that we could go ahead and actually make sure that we do not wreck anymore is literally just slow down and abide by the.
So if you're not getting a copter or a drone, what's the word on the app? I didn't get to see it.
Traffic.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it.
Traffic control.
I was supposed to get a private invite on Monday. Everybody heard that, right?
Well,
it's Wednesday.
I'm still waiting for the app dude.
Oh, are you waiting for the app dude?
App dude, man. It's like everything's out of my control. As far as when it comes down to the app dude.
Okay.
The app dude is like apping everything up.
Okay. We're coming up with coming up with some cool names today. Yeah.
We're changing the dialogue of everything. We'll start calling everybody the opposite of what they are. You know how they used to do it, like you're tiny.
Or they say bless your heart, like if you see
there was actually a comedian that said that I used to be in the corporate world, and when I said something, I actually meant this, and the crowd just went roaring. But anyways, guys, our duty, I feel, is to go ahead and make sure that everybody is acknowledging what needs to be happening. And this is once again a big topic for Willow Creek Road. Willow Creek Road is technically turning into be one of the and I really woke up this morning thinking that I was going to get into a wreck this morning.
Well, it was so crazy enough. I was leaving yesterday, and we heard the news about the young man that passed on the bike, and all the other accidents. And Haley's like, "Be careful on Willow Creek Road today."
Yeah,
and then bam.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you just don't understand that these things do happen, and unfortunately, it does happen because people are either not paying attention, not acknowledging, all the things that the car is giving you, and it's like that's just horrible.
Well, and Dan saying between 4 and 6 p.m. sucks. Sure, it does, and so does between 7 and 9.
Yeah, it definitely does. So you want to know something else that sucks? I want to go ahead and hook you guys up.
While you're bringing that up, Logan put up. He said every town has one of those roads. Do you remember when the 69 they used to call it Death Alley?
Oh yeah. Then they put that big old
barrier up.
Barrier.
I feel like we're at the same place with Willow Creek.
Well, I don't know if there's any extra space on that road.
No, that's the problem.
Yeah, because they already did the two. The only way that they could possibly do something that would actually help is something that's smaller. But that's a guardrail.
I was thinking they'd have to maybe kill the bike lanes. They could probably put the barrier in if they kill the bike lanes.
Yeah, there should be something extra.
Unfortunately, extra
biking locations. I don't know, or maybe. I don't know. There should be
I don't know who would choose to ride a bike down Willow Creek when you've got so many other paths like over by the lakes and everything else. That would be a better route for me, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but a call to the city, please do something.
Yeah,
because
well,
it's
I
not
think
working.
today somebody called to the city and they were doing what they were supposed to. So somebody at the city is definitely listening and hearing our pleas, and also once again,
Mhm.
it's every accident is probably with a person that's being negligent towards
Somebody is.
what is out there. Some days, some people are like, it's just me in the road.
I don't
There
know,
is
when
nobody
they,
else out
when
there.
they put in the concrete along 69 along that Death Alley, I was not a fan. But considering how it's improved that area, I definitely appreciate it now.
Yeah, there's
And
definitely not
so-
that much stuff. But once
Yeah.
again, that's what happens with growth. If you don't have the infrastructure to have all this growth, then
Right.
you are defeating the purpose of saying, hey, we're going to have to build infrastructure for all these new people. And they're expecting to have by 5 to 10 years
Double,
what is
right?
projected. No, I think it's to 70,000.
Okay.
Right now we're at 40. So that means
It's almost double.
10 years, 30,000 more people on these roadways. Get out
It's
of
just not
here.
gonna work.
You guys are crazy.
Right.
It's gonna be like driving you've been to Sedona.
Yep.
And you're trying to ride up there by Grasshopper Point.
Yep.
That is awful.
Well, you remember downtown Sedona.
I'm like,
They've done a
bro,
lot of
it
traffic
ain't
changes
happening.
in downtown Sedona because so many people got hit by cars.
Yeah.
All right, what are we looking at? It looks like more bad news.
Well, this is probably the worst news that anybody out there that has allergies is going to be freaking like hating 10.7. And the scale goes all the way up to, I think it's 12. So if you guys are not liking
Allergies.
the
You're
best thing
gonna have
do-
to do a demo again with the Palo Verde tree. Is it Palo Verde or no? It's the
Juniper.
junipers.
Yeah, juniper trees.
That was crazy from last year. You have to find that video.
Yeah, we definitely will.
But wow. So anyway, and we're over our time, but we gotta give away a gift card.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We do. So hey, check this out. If you guys do us a favor, we'll do you a favor. What we are needing from our viewers is to go ahead and like, comment, and share this post right here. And obviously give us a good review saying, hey, have you guys seen these guys? And we're gonna go ahead and pick one of you guys to be a winner of the local gift card.
And then real quick, coming up after this is Prescott Trade Network. They're interviewing one of the owners from Eastspire Sports, which has got way more stuff going on than just pickleball. And then of course they're doing the interview, and it's coming up right after this at 9:30 because there's a Prescott Trade Network mixer today. I think it's at 5 or 5:30 at Eastspire Sports, but they can tell you more when they come on at 9:30.
Yep. And that's going to be literally at 9:30. So, hey, real quick, just
real quick.
FYI,
And then
we are doing something. Sam, shout out to Sam over there at the Parks and Rec for Prescott, Arizona. She goes, you know what you should do?
Sam,
You should go ahead and put up a list of things for singles that are going out on dates and couples that need date night ideas.
I like it.
So we got something up for you. So the first picture itself is kind of like in the old normal of what do you usually do for a date? You know, attend a local festival, game night, go to movies, dinner, restaurant, visit a spa together, go camping, play dress up. I mean, obviously those are the go-to ones, but we ended up adding 10 more things for you to do here locally in Prescott, Arizona.
Wow,
and I'll name off a couple. All right. So Whiskey Row. I'll do number one. Whiskey Row. Take a stroll down Prescott famous Whiskey Row, which features historic buildings, live music, and numerous bars and restaurants. Always a good time. It's always the go-to for downtown Prescott, Arizona. And if you go down a little bit longer, and this is kind of weird because we are surrounded by forest, and obviously here we go back to the freaking allergies. Prescott National Forest. Get back to nature and take a hike or a picnic in a beautiful Prescott National Forest, which offers stunning views and numerous trails for all skill levels.
Okay.
So these are some things that you guys could do. And then I'll do one more,
and then one more. And I got one more thing after that.
and one more thing after that.
All right.
Lynx Lake. Spend a romantic afternoon kayaking or fishing at Lynx Lake, a picturesque lake nestled in the heart of Prescott National Forest. So if you guys want to go back, we're going to be popping out these awesome little things to do. And if you guys have some crazy ideas that you guys want to go ahead and have us be sharing with you, just let us know.
All right. And then last but not least, normally we intro a lot of this with the weather, but the weather has been so boringly beautiful. But this week we've got news, which is it's going to be up into the 60s later this week. So more boringly beautiful weather. I think I'm going to call it. I'm not going to say we won't get a dusting, but I think the snow is done. The snow is done. Done.
It's actually
except for dusting.
next week.
No, come on. You're
Next
killing me
week
here.
is coming.
No, come on. You're
Next
killing me
week
here.
is coming back.
No, I'm looking at the Prescott Times forecast, and it ends on Tuesday at 62.
Yep.
Nope.
Tuesday.
Nope. And it ends on Tuesday at 62.
Yep.
Nope.
Tuesday.
Nope.
It's unfortunate,
Nope.
but it
Nope.
might be coming back next week.
Nope. Nope.
So, guys, while we were arguing about this, just want to let you know, April 1st, we're going to be at the Eastspire Sports Complex. And once again, man, the Eastspire Sports is going to be the hop-in spot for you guys to be a part of. And if you guys don't know, we do love hosting a lot of events. So the Prescott Times Social on March 23rd at the Founding Fathers is going down. The comedy show on March 25th is going down. I need to put some people up there. It doesn't look like anybody wants to go to this dang event. So
It's
Masterminds.
It's too far out. It's summer. That's spring. We're still in winter.
It's this month, man.
I know, but that's
So,
people aren't thinking about
Masterminds
springtime yet.
in general is going to be coming down, and we want to give a shout out to our lovely ladies over at Urgent Pet Prescott. If you guys didn't know, we have Urgent Pet Care, and also Keep Smiling is now a part of the Prescott Trade Network, but it's also my dentist that's going to be pulling my teeth. I don't know if I should be giving them a shout out or not.
Nice.
And our buddies at the World's Oldest Rodeo. And if you guys haven't noticed, but check out the backdrop. Boom, boom.
I know, it's cool.
And
I love it.
We got Northern
And it
Arizona
moves.
Social. Northern Arizona Social. Shout out
Yeah.
to our friend.
Who's over here? There we go. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Hometown Property Group. That's our buddy. Brent.
Yep, there he is.
He was sick last week. That's the reason why we haven't heard much from Brent.
Oh, okay. Well, I got him.
Yep, you got
All
him
right.
today.
All right. Let's
So
wrap this up
with that
because
being said,
we've
I'm
got,
outta here,
another
guys.
vlogcast in 8 minutes.
I'm out of here. This is how we do it. With that being said, peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins here at the Prescott Times. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.